ATI is like, we beefing. Me and ATI beefing. I just don't like ATI. That is 38 hours of ATIs that I completed. Get into the hype of you have to have this, you have to have that. Like, get your essentials. Would you rather have a rough first 2 weeks than, or would you rather have a rough 10 weeks? I'm talking. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be talking about how I am preparing for the third quarter of nursing school. So if you're interested in seeing that, I will be talking about how I am preparing for the third quarter of nursing school. So if you're interested in seeing how I prepare, stay tuned for the video. Okay, so in this video, like I said, I'm going to be talking about how I'm preparing for the third quarter of nursing school. But first, I want to say, hey guys, I know it's been a while. Hey. It's been about a month. And yes, I'm still in nursing school. It's just, it was a little bit rough, and I'll explain later on what I mean. But I am going to let you guys know what's going on, how things going. But first, let's start from the beginning on how I'm preparing. So first, I'm going to talk about what classes I'm currently taking, and then we'll go from there. So hold on. And while I'm waiting on pulling up my schedule, I want to thank you guys who for coming back and watching my video, my current subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back and watching me, because it means a lot to me that you come back and find my videos helpful. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and subscribe to my channel. It helps with my video getting out to help other nursing students, any pre-nursing students, or anybody just in general who just wants to know what the college experience is like, if they're on the fence of what they want to do. Don't forget to like and comment and share. So with that, anyway, yeah, so the first hold on. So first things first, let's talk about what classes I'm taking. So I am taking Adult 1, which is essentially Med-Surg 1. I am taking Community Health, and I'm taking Intro to Nursing Research. Those are the classes that I'm taking, and those are the 3 classes that I'm taking. On top of that, I am taking a 120. Is it 120? That's what it says on this paper. I'm roughly taking between, for my community health class, for my clinical hours, I'm taking 60 hours of that, 60 clinical hours of community health, and it says 120 hours for Med-Surg, but I'm thinking, from what I see in my schedule, I think it's a little bit different, maybe like 60. I'll let you guys know, but we're just gonna say 60 for right now, but it says 120. I could be wrong. It's just my clinical schedule changes all the time. Well, it changes from time to time, so we get classes added, sometimes so I'm not too sure. So we're gonna just stick with 60 for both. There's 120 hours of clinical hours on top of the 3 classes that I told you. So I have class twice a week. On top of clinicals. My clinicals are on weekends. Weekends and some weekdays, like a Monday or Tuesday. Just depends on, you know, which date is available for us to go. So with the majority of the time, my clinicals are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the days of my clinicals. So yeah, it can definitely be hectic sometimes because I work night shift. So when I'm leaving work, I'm going straight to school, then straight to school, then I come home, shower, sleep, go to work, repeat. It's the cycle for me. And sometimes it can be a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be tired. I barely had the energy to do anything. But I just keep remembering my goal and I just keep pushing through. But let's talk about how I'm preparing for these classes. So for my Med-Surg 1 class, they got your girl doing strictly ATI stuff. Strictly ATI. And if you guys watch my previous videos, you guys will know that I really don't like ATI. I just don't. I just really don't. I don't mess with ATI like that. I don't. Me and ATI is like we beefing. Me and ATI beefing. I just don't like ATI. For my Med-Surg 1 class, I am the goal is for me to complete all of my ATIs. And with the ATIs, we have to spend a certain amount of time on the ATI, and we only have one try to get an 85 on our ATI. Otherwise, it counts as a 0. I'm gonna let you guys know how many ATIs there are, and then I'm gonna let you guys know the minutes that correspond with it. So, as far as ATIs, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 ATIs. Now I know you're like, 14 is not that bad. Of those 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, I have to be on the lesson for an hour. So like I gotta spend an hour on it. Otherwise it don't count. Don't matter what I make on the quiz, I can get a 0. If it's 59 minutes and not 60, I will get a 0. So you have to be on there for 60 minutes, not less, but you can be over, but it has to be 60 minutes. I always do more than 60 so you can just have that cushion, but yeah, 60 minutes, that's it, that's all. The other ones range between like 30 and 20 minutes for each one, but again, like I said, you have to make an 85 on the actual quiz, and if not, it's a 0. Make a 784 0. It's just 0. They are really pushing heavy on ATI for us this quarter, so yeah, they cut out that basically, you know how you'll take a quiz and you get the answers and you go back and take it. Yeah, they didn't like the fact that scores were tripling and it took like 2-3 minutes. That's why they implemented it. So okay, y'all, so I'm gonna just kind of tell you guys like my experience on what it was like for me to complete some of the ATIs for Med-Surg. Hey guys, so y'all, it took me about 8 hours to complete the took me about 8 hours to get it done. To get done the ATIs for adult 1. It was still a couple of them that I had to go and I didn't do because I couldn't find them. I had to email my instructor about it. Hopefully she'll, email me back soon regarding it. But y'all,
that was so like tiring doing that. And now on to my caring for diverse and community health. My community health ATIs, and y'all, those are like 105 minutes, 115 minutes. So I'm almost finished with just 2 of them. Then I'm gonna go to do another 2. My goal is to get at least about 6 of those done today, and have all the stuff done for the community health class by like the next 2-3 days, because me doing these ATIs, I'm not just doing the ATIs and just, putting it down. I'm actually doing them, taking notes behind them, adding it to my study materials for what I need for the exam, what I'm studying for each exam. Like, I'm breaking it down, y'all. Like, I got folders for exam 1, exam 2, exam 3, prep. Like, along with adding my ATIs, my Elsevier stuff. Like, that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, I had to go and get me some more ink for my printer, because I've been rocking with that ink since last quarter, y'all, and it was time for me to get some more. So I had to go get some more some more ink for my printer. But I'm about to head in, and I'm about to go ahead and start on some more ATIs for community health, so you guys will be able to see that. But yeah, hopefully by this time I've already explained what each of my classes are. If not, I'll just do a sit down of what classes I'm taking and everything like that. But I will see you guys once I am taking those ATIs.
Well, guys, so this is me at work, and I am in the midst of doing these ATIs, and I'm over it. I had to set a timer so I can keep track of how many minutes I have left on the ATI, y'all. And if you can see it on my face, I'm tired. And I'm so over all of these ATIs. This is why I don't like ATI, because it's just, yeah, I'm over it. Y'all can see it on my face. But I was able to get them done. I'm over here listening to music, woosah. I was just like done. I was really, really done. If y'all like the ATI, good for y'all. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't think I ever will. But it all paid off, because I was doing them things like at work, middle of the night. I think I was like 2 o'clock in the morning, but your girl got it done. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. It is what it is with that. So my goals for all of my classes is to complete all of my ATIs, and it's a lot, because this is just for one class. I still have my community health class, which has, I think, about 18 ATIs, and all of those are like 120 minutes, 140. It's like no less than 120 minutes, and that's just, I think, yeah, none of the ones in my community health class is less than 120 minutes. And if you don't believe me, I will show you guys my little thing. But that is my goal. So the reason why I do ATIs first, and this is how I'm planning to do it. I do my ATIs. The stuff that I learned from the lesson in the ATI, I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna add it to like the other material that I'm studying. Far as if I know that exam 1 is going to be on everything we talked about in the first 3 weeks, I'm going to compile my ATIs that I did in those first 3 weeks on top of the information that I'm learning from ATI books and the information that I'm learning from the textbook, and I add all those together so I can have a better understanding of all of that information, rather than just doing ATIs and just forgetting about them. I just do it that way. So because I'm in my head, I don't have to go back and just scramble trying to find things. It's organized. Like, it's a method to my madness. So that's why I do it. That's why I'm planning to do it that way. And then I'll take you guys along how that went. But yeah, it sounds like a lot. First 2 weeks of nursing school is always the hardest for me because I'm trying to do stuff that get me ahead to alleviate some of that pressure off of me, because on top of clinicals, on top of working, on top of still having to come to class for lecture, you really, it's like your time already spread thin. So would you rather have a rough first 2 weeks than, or would you rather have a rough 10 weeks? Like, you gotta pick your battles. And for me, I say I'd rather have a rough 2 weeks than a rough 10. Like 10 weeks of stressing and pulling my hair out. Like literally all it. If I execute this plan the way that I want to, all I would literally have to do is just worry about studying, showing up to class, going to clinicals. That's it. Like class, that's it. We don't have quizzes this quarter. Those are out. It's strictly exams. Like for my med surg, I only have 4 quizzes. For my community health class, I think it's the same. I think for my research class, I think we have like 2 quizzes in our final, but that's like a paper because it's nursing research. But all in all, that's how I'm preparing for the 3rd quarter, so I can be successful. So yeah, if you guys, like I said, I'll insert clips of me getting those done, and then I'll go one side. After those videos, then I'll come back to you guys and then let you guys know how that went. Okay, so now you kind of got a glimpse of what it took for me to do those. So let's talk about how many hours I did, how many hours I spent on that. Let's backtrack. Let's talk about the supplies that I used. I know sometimes people get into, I know sometimes in nursing school people get in the hype of all of these like supply hauls and stuff. Y'all, that last supply haul that I did 2 weeks ago, I still have stuff. Like, you're not gonna, I operate on quarters, so my classes are only 10 weeks. If I can tell y'all, like, a lot of this stuff I still have, like binders, papers, all of that. The only thing that I have been like getting is, the only thing that I've been getting is folders and ink and sticky notes. That's it. Like, I still have my paper. I still have a lot of the stuff I do. I type my notes on my MacBook. Like, if you don't, my biggest thing is, if you have, invest in a laptop. Invest in a laptop, because it's gonna help you. This is where I do most of my stuff on. I'm doing most of my stuff on here, and I type my notes out and I print it off. When I'm in lecture, I'm typing notes. Sometimes I will jot stuff down. But yeah, majority of the time, these hauls a little bit overrated. Especially if you're trying to, or if you're on a budget, please don't get into the hype of you have to have this, you have to have that. Like, get your essentials. Your biggest thing I would say is get a laptop. Invest in like a good laptop. And like I said, that's in my supply haul. I'll put it up there on where I got my laptop from. But yeah, the only thing I've been getting is folders and ink for my printer. That is it. That's it. Like, the stuff that I have gotten the first 2 quarters literally is setting me up for the rest. I don't think I'm gonna need to get anything else besides more folders and more ink and probably sticky notes and paper clips. That's it. Yeah. But let's talk about the thousands of hours that I did. So for community health, 1700 minutes of ATIs. Let's divide that up and see how many hours. 28 hours. Well, we can round it. 29 hours of ATI that I completed. And if y'all don't believe me, I will pull up me turning in all of my stuff so you guys can see that this ain't a joke. I'm not playing. See, I told y'all I wasn't playing, I wasn't joking. I like those ATIs, like I turned them in, y'all, like 115 minutes. It was probably 90 minutes at the least, but that was the minimum. Other than that, it was like 115, 120. Like, it was no joke doing those ATIs. But nonetheless, I got them done. And yeah, but it was something. 29 hours of ATIs for just that one class. And then on top of the other class, I roughly did about maybe 15, let me see, 60 minutes. 8. I did about 9 hours of ATIs in my med-surg class. So let's add that up. Plus 9. That is 38 hours of ATIs that I completed. It took me a week and a half to do it. Like, because on top of that, I still had clinicals, and I still had class, and I still had work. So, excuse me, it took me a week and a half to complete 39 hours of ATI. So, yeah. But yeah, so in the next video, I'll go over how I'm studying, and I'll take you guys along with some of my clinical days so you guys can excuse my dryer. I'm washing clothes, y'all. But in the next video, I will go over like what I'm doing in clinicals, how clinicals going, how I'm studying, I'm preparing for exam 1, and then I'll show you guys the results of exam 1. So stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, I have not forgot, once we reach 300 subscribers, I am going to be doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to run this video up. Don't forget to comment down below if you guys have any video suggestions, or if you just have any questions in general. Don't forget to comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.